The term adulting was coined by a 30-something-year-old unmarried female millennial, Kelly Williams Brown. The word is used to remind individuals in arrested development how to behave with responsibility. It's sad to see a number of people, particularly men, who need to be reminded how to be an adult, or how to be a man. You can go down the rabbit hole, try to find out how this happened and when it began, but we know it's happening. Many men have replaced God and real art that has lasting value with childish nonsense. And I don't think it's a stretch to believe that consuming it may revert your brain wiring to a more juvenile state. You can see this on display online right now, millions of dorks who don't care about mythology or religion anymore. Instead, they choose to debate and defend their favorite kids' movies created by corporate America, overly excited about the new upcoming superhero movies. I'm reminded about the decline of cinema each time a new Disney flick comes out. I'll have more to say about it in a future video. So Disney did something different for the Eternals movie. They carefully tried to appease MCU critics, attempting to portray this one movie as a sophisticated, artful film for adults. It even featured the first sex scene ever in the MCU. They signed the newest Oscar darling, Chloe Zhao, an Asian female filmmaker with indie street cred, to direct it. You might remember her for the awful fake working class picture Nomadland. You can see, according to Chloe Zhao, that this is supposed to be an adult film. Eternals was marketed as something we haven't seen before in the MCU, but Chloe Zhao is not fooling anyone with any common sense. It's an MCU film disguised as real cinema. It still features everything you see in a typical cape shit movie. The cast consists of quippy characters, the typical silly sitcom humor where people pretend to be awkward. It's kind of become a staple in the MCU. It's visually drab, the images are incredibly dull and unimaginative. They don't communicate anything to the audience. But if you ask the average MCU fan what they think about cinematography, you'll find out it's not something they care to learn or understand. Just like the music that is merely background noise, the images in the film doesn't add anything to the viewing experience. Also, it's been discussed to death, but it is true, Eternals is politically correct. Remember, the media was more happy about the diversity behind it than the quality of the film. Although the PC thing is a problem, nerds like the quartering don't see the bigger picture. The issues I laid out regarding the meaning of images, the score, the importance of God and real art. People like that don't value cinema. They're just merely upset because of SJW politics. In short, Eternals is just fake art and a celebration of adolescence, the infantilization of Western culture. It's time for adults to grow up.